Hi everybody, hope you're all well. I've been busy, but I haven't been filming much of late. I've just been doing a load of little jobs, not odds and sods, but just very random work that I didn't think was really suitable for putting it on my little channel really, or even filming it. It was just boring work that I just had no intention of filming. I sort of lost the drive to start filming every single thing I do, so I haven't been really, but I've still been working, still been me, and should be starting to do some more sort of normal work now. I had quite a spate of outside jobs which were a little bit random, here, there and everywhere, bit of this, bit of that, and it's been hot, and the thought of setting a camera up just to film me doing stupidly random jobs just didn't appeal to me, and I don't think it would have appealed to anyone that wants to watch me working anyway. So anyway, just a little rant here. I've got a day off today. I've had a job that I couldn't get into for whatever reason, so I just had a little tidy up of the van, and I mean a little tidy up because it wasn't bad anyway. And I had a few bits of plasterboard, maybe 2 or 3 handfuls of bits, and I had one bag of, like, an empty bag of bonding with a load of crap in it, you know, like you scrape out your buckets and things, and trying to get that through to people at the dump. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously I don't know what it's like in all parts of the country, but up here now it's like you book it in, which is fair enough. I don't mind the booking system, quite enjoy that actually, because you're committed to getting rid of it, and you've got your slot. But when you turn up in a van, they want to look in the back of the van now. You know, people queuing up behind you. Can you step outside the van, sir? Can you open the door for me, sir? All that bollocks. Do you know what I mean? And then you open the door, and it's all at their discretion. It's at whatever fucking Wally is at the gate at that time. It's up to him what he's gonna do and let you. And I just had about, it must have stood there for well over a minute with him deciding whether I can come in with 3 handfuls of bits of plasterboard. And you get the old, is that from paid work, sir? Is that from, well, no. And then you got to lie. Now, a little bit of it is, but most of it's from my shed. I've got a day off today, so I'm having a little clear out. Well, it's obviously you're a plasterer, sir, so, you know, shouldn't really be letting you in with this. But so what you're going to do now, mate, you're going to make me back out that gate with 4 or 5 cars up my arse, or you're just going to say, go on, mate, let it in. But I have to make that point. Well, we're all being watched, so can't let anyone in. And I could understand that if I had a van full of plasterboard or a van full of crap, which I probably wouldn't even attempt that because I know what the answer would be. But when you've got a few little bits, and it's not as if I'm throwing something away that has got no place to be in it. Them places have got a huge bin just for plasterboard. So I don't know what they do with that. Maybe some of you can tell us. Do they re-crush it up and reuse it for other things? So is it waste that's going to be helpful down the line for the councils or whoever deals with this stuff? But you know, we're paying over 200 quid a month now, council tax. I could have shoved all that in my black bin and they would have been none the wiser. But I did the decent thing, separated it, took it down there and put it in. But what really pisses me off is that I'm trying to do the right thing, trying to earn an honest living, try to get rid of my rubbish honestly. I'm not going to ever chuck it in a hedge. It's not me. And I'd fucking like to see anyone that does it. I'd like to see him hung, to be honest. So I'm trying to do the right thing, paying the council tax, but I'm still getting questioned for 2 or 3 handfuls of plasterboard, while other people can do what the fuck they want and get away with it. And it's always us, honest ones, that are taking the brunt of everything. Now, most people would have gone and said, you know, there's a quiet hedge down the road, I'll just chuck that in there at night. So these people, when we turn up with our 2 or 3 handfuls of plasterboard, they should be giving us a pat on the back. Thanks for bringing it here, mate. You know, a lot of people wouldn't do that, but you've only got a little bit, so thanks for bringing it here. Thanks for not burying it in the bottom of your black bin while we'd be none the wiser. Yeah, it's really getting on my nerves really lately, that sort of thing. You're being judged, you're being almost treated like you're doing something criminal for being an honest, hard-working person. I'm not usually one to rant and rave, but it's getting to the point now. Every time you go down there, there's a little bit of anxiety building up because you're thinking, are they going to let me in? Are they not going to let me in? And it's at that point where they say, sorry mate, you can't come in, that's when normal people like me and probably like a lot of you say, do you know what, well fuck it, you can pick it up from the country lane. Not that I would go there, but there's a lot of people would go there. They don't need that much push to say, do you know what, there's a quiet bit round the back of my road, I'm going to stick it there tonight and you can fucking pick it up there in your lorry. See how you like that. Anyway, just a little rant really. I'm not one for ranting too much, not on camera anyway. But yeah, I just wondered how you all felt about getting rid of your rubbish. Because if I had the room outside my house, I would have a skip constantly. I would love to be able to just have a skip constantly. Chuck all my rubbish in it once a month. Not even that. Well, yeah, once a month get it changed. And I would need the tiniest of skips. You know what us plasterers like. We don't make a lot of rubbish. But, you know, sometimes by the end of the week, you will have a few bags on board. So, what do? Do you chuck these prices on top of the customers? Even though you know you're only going to come out of the house with what I had today. A few handfuls of plasterboard. A couple of bags of rubbish. Do you then start putting your prices up to your customers? Or saying to them, you get rid of it? And I never like doing that. I always feel that feels a little bit shitty to say to the customer, I'll leave you the rubbish because I can't get rid of it. It's part of our job to get rid of the rubbish. But if we're going to stick another 50 quid on it so we can go and take it down, I don't even know where to take it. I wouldn't even know. There's nowhere around here, I don't think, commercial waste places that you can take it to. I know there is in places, but who wants to be doing that? But anyway, I've had enough of your time, and I just wanted to get it off my chest. But here's to all us honest, hard-working men.